Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Olori Mariam cried so much, cried her heart out as Laide Badmus told her, came to the palace of the Ooni of Ife to tell her that she would never, ever, ever, ever find happiness in that marriage because she had the gods to betray her, that they were best friends, and she went ahead and collected the man that was kept for her. That throughout their meeting, she knew very well that she, Laide Badmus, had been in love with the Ooni of Ife. That though a lot of things happened, but Ooni of Ife is a good man. And they have, there's need to call a spade a spade. That she really loved Ooni of Ife. She was in a very good relationship with the Ooni of Ife. They had a very good business relationship and everything. Mariam was well aware of everything. And she brought Mariam as her very best friend to the palace of the Ooni of Ife and introduced Mariam to the Ooni of Ife. And Mariam decided to go behind her back to snatch Kabiyesi from her. That even when she found out that Mariam was seeing Ooni of Ife and visiting the palace, she confronted Mariam. Mariam said it was, bogus information, that it wasn't true, that why would she ever think of her that low, that she would go ahead and steal her man from her. Mariam convinced her that there was nothing like that. She believed Mariam over other people, only to get the shock of her life when she saw the announcement that Kabiyesi had enlisted her to be married to Kabiyesi, made her Yo-Yo Oluwa at the time, and all of that. That is a betrayal that she would never ever forget in her life. Mariam took meat from her mouth and put stone inside. That if Mariam is ever thinking that she would be happy in that marriage, that never would she be happy in that marriage. That she has gone out to pray for Mariam, that Mariam will never be happy until Mariam leaves that marriage. This is what we are hearing, allegedly, that Laide Badmus had the temerity to go into the palace to say to Mariam. And Olori Mariam cried so much. Apparently, she's crying because of the gbasbo she's receiving left, right, and center. And because maybe what Laide is saying is coming to pass in her life, knowing that there's so much struggle, like she is unhappy in the marriage. Allegedly. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Delaram. I bring you fresh and spicy just from the sauce is still on the royals. How are you guys doing? Happy weekends to you. Daylight, my Daylight. I appreciate you. I love you. I thank you. I'm grateful. For your comments, the good, the bad, the ugly, the super ugly, the super ugly. I appreciate each and every one of you. Subscribe if you're yet to subscribe. So, give this video a thumbs up, please. So, report reaching us is that Laide is on fire again with Mariam right now. That Laide has gone to the palace to meet with Mariam to, baptize Mariam with, some words, very heavy and toxic and powerful words. Like, when people begin to speak into your destiny, that's the one thing that I do know that Africans do not like. You have no power to speak into a person's destiny. But when a person takes something that is so dear to you, you kind of feel like you have that power, even though you do not have the power. Laide Badmus has gone to meet Olori Mariam. From what we are hearing, a serious gbasbo attack that Mariam would never be happy being married to Kabiyesi, and in that marriage that at the end of the day, they're going to throw her out like a sack of potato from the palace. That Mariam took her boyfriend away. You know what happened? Now, in the interest of those of you who are not aware, let me bring the story back to you, or let me refresh your memory. So Mariam was very close to Laide Badmus. Allegedly, I am not there, is the gist that we heard, okay? Now, they were very close. They were very, very close friends. Such that Laide will go to Kano, Mariam will come to Lagos, they will do things together and all of that. So Mariam has been going up and down, working in Lagos in an oil firm, okay? And they used to meet, they used to do jobs together and all of that. And Laide was into oil as well. And so Laide on this occasion decided to bring Mariam to introduce to her man that was Kabiyesi at the time. And Kabiyesi, you know, Kabiyesi has a very great sense of humor. I've said this time and time again. When you take anybody to Kabiyesi or you meet with Kabiyesi, Kabiyesi want to make you laugh. Kabiyesi will ask questions. He's an extrovert, okay? He's not an introvert. He's a person that likes people, communication, and all of that. So they got really well acquainted in that event and all of that. So apparently, Laide did not know that along the line, numbers changed hands, okay? Mariam had gotten Kabiyesi's number, and when she went back, she started communicating with Kabiyesi and Kabiyesi. They were communicating until Mariam started visiting the palace on her own. Laide, and they were still best friends. And Laide Badmus did not know what was going on. Mariam started coming into the palace, visiting, being caring, taking care of Kabiyesi. Things started changing hands and all of that. And they started dating. And Laide did not know, and they were still best friends. And you know now, information went to Laide that Mariam was having something to do with Kabiyesi. Laide could not believe it. Laide now confronted Mariam with that information and said, "Look, this is what I'm hearing. Oh, that you are having something to do with Kabiyesi." At some point, they said that Mariam had traveled with Kabiyesi, that they made one trip together to one of these African countries while they were dating. And that was when the information got to Laide that Mariam, and it was a very private trip. They said a lot of people were not into it. They didn't know. And you know that at the time, Kabiyesi was traveling with his own private jet. So it's easy for somebody to go wait at the airport, jump into the private jet and go. As long as you're not taking pictures, nobody will see you or know. That they went to one of these African countries together, and that was when the information got to Laide Badmus that Mariam was in with Kabiyesi at the airport, that they traveled together and all of that. They said when Laide Badmus confronted Mariam with that information, Mariam said it was a bogus information, it was not true, Laide should stop listening to cheap gossip, blah, 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 blah. Why? That she got really, really angry with Mariam, that why would Mariam ever consider her to be so cheap? Why would she go and take Mariam's boyfriend for Mariam? This. And they said that she was very, very upset. She didn't talk to Laide Badmus for weeks. It was Laide Badmus who later called and started begging that, okay, no, now. That she heard now, she wanted clarity now, that Mariam should not be angry and all of that. This thing continued until when, this information started going out that Kabiyesi was preparing to get married to wives. Laide thought that her name would be on that list. Oh, Laide was prepared. You saw that on social media they were already calling her Olori, calling Abike Jagaban Olori and all of that. At the end of the day, the shocker of the century hit Laide because it was Mariam's name that was on the list, and Laide could not take it. You saw what happened during that period. And right now, Laide has gone back to go and tell Mariam that as long as she is alive, Mariam will never be happy in that marriage, that they will carry Mariam and throw outside and all of that. So, is it possible that Mariam, Laide Badmus, yes, so Laide has a hand in this wahala that is going on in the palace? Is it Laide that is making Mariam behave like this? I do not know. These are all alleged information. I wanted to bring you this update. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much, Dela Right. I love you guys so much. This is a lesson to everybody. Oh. Don't go and carry your friend's man, oh, because hey, there's some women, there's nothing they will not do to you. They say Mariam cried so much, like Mariam was crying the whole time. Going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.